Pisces, it's Meg with Padmes, and I'm doing your monthly. We're going to look at your energy of the month, get the lay of the land for the old wise tree spread, and then we're going to look at your love sitch, check out the situation, your energy, your person's energy that you're thinking of, what energy binds the two of you together, possible outcomes, energy that you don't see coming this month, this week. So let's take a look at what's going on with you, Pisces. Here we go. All right, Pisces, the first thing that I am noticing is your big picture. Your big picture is telling me that you have ungrounded from something specific. There's a particular situation, point, or purpose that you have taken your energy out of. You've cut cords or you've ungrounded from something. And let's take a look at your heart of the situation, Pisces. Wow. The heart of the situation is talking about you regaining control over your own domain. And this is also regaining resources that were lost, that maybe were drained from you from these cords. So you just release these cords. And the heart of the situation is that you're regaining all of your strength and all of your resources because you're no longer being siphoned from. Happening now and into the near future, you're like, yeah, I'm going to be holding on to those rules for a little bit. I'm going to be holding on to that status quo for a little bit. I'm not going to see things differently. I'm going to step into this, claiming my own space for a little bit. It feels very powerful, but it also feels like you're coming from a place. I'm feeling a sense of sadness here too. So coming from this place of needing to recuperate, rest and recuperate. So there's definitely been some going within and regenerating your own energy. Self-healing. I'm also healing self-worth, hearing self-worth. Oh, I said healing self-worth. That's exactly what's going on here. Your advice is to just be methodical. Be methodical, go forward into the future, and take care in looking at the steps that you're making. Make sure that each one of those steps is exactly what it is that you're wanting to do for your strength, for the whole energy that is you. It reminds me of what someone was telling me one time, a long time ago, about nutrition. Anything that you put into your body, is it helping you? Is it serving you? How is it serving you? Is it giving you energy? Is it nutritious? It's the same thing though. Anything that you're allowing into your space, asking those questions of yourself, that's what this advice is. Your higher self is talking about your heart not being closed off. It's open, but it's open to what's going to help it ground into its own sense, into its own connection with higher self in the universe. So your heart chakra, your heart is open to receive. And your angels and guides are talking about you being also open to release things that you weren't letting yourself see, subconscious things that you weren't letting yourself see. This is also the mother card. So it can have connection with subconscious ties, enmeshment with mother and mother wounds, but this is also childhood stuff. So I feel like a huge release is happening for you, Pisces. A huge release is happening for you in December. And I feel like there's some sadness here because there's this is in the release position, the Wheel of Fortune. There's some kind of person, place, or thing, situation that you thought might have been the fairy tale. Here's the fairy tale card. Or this is energy that some wish that you had, something, and this is you releasing that. It's releasing. It's almost like the wish card isn't here, but it's almost like that feeling of the Nine of Cups. It's almost like, be careful what you wish for. I wished for something and it was not my truth. And I'm releasing that. And this is a cycle. This is a huge cycle of life. This is a huge cycle in your own life. And it looks like you turned the page. This is also like, yeah, this is painful. I have resistance to feeling all of this pain. I have resistance to letting all of this go. Yet it looks like you're very much unplugging from it, moving the cords out, and you are letting it go. Past, present, future. In the past, here's someone who is not pursuing you or you not pursuing them. In the present, this is the Empress reversed, not knowing her worth. And this is a King of Cups reversed, very emotionally manipulative person. And what this looks like is an emotional manipulative person that doesn't have the confidence to be with an Empress. And so this looks like gaslighting to me. So someone gaslighting someone else to make themselves feel better or feel in control. And Pisces, this is your trajectory and this is you releasing all of that, letting it go. I feel like there's a sadness here about understanding what that truly was. Let's do some clarifying. Okay. Ooh. I want to clarify. Wow, that Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you're truly unplugging from someone who very possibly has addictions. And these could be addictions to people, shopping, sex, money, drugs, lying. So you're like, oh, we don't play that. I am unplugging from that completely. Whatever it was that was draining my soul, draining my will to live, I'm no longer partaking in that. I'm seeing it for what it truly was. Okay, Pisces, let's take a look at the heart of the situation. This strength and this rebuilding of your resources that you were drained. This is you speaking your truth. And speaking your truth doesn't mean necessarily saying it out loud. It means acting on it. So this is you knowing what it was, the High Priestess, knowing the secrets, knowing what was going on, and this is you acting on it. I just feel like you're like saying, I'm not going to take any more BS. I'm not open for that. I'm not open for that any longer. I'm holding my own space. I'm hearing somebody say you're full of baloney and I don't want baloney. The Eight of Swords. You're like, yeah, I've seen things for what they are and you're not going to change my mind. You're not going to change my mind. Wow, check it out. Here's the Eight of Swords and here's the Eight of Swords reverse, clarifying that. Okay, that's perfect. This is like, I figured it out and I'm holding strong to my beliefs and what it is that I believe in. And this is like, I do see things differently from the way I saw them before. And that's why I've made these rules for myself. That's why I'm not budging. I see what happened. I do see things differently. I'm not stuck in this way of thinking that was incorrect thinking. Let's look at this Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this Wheel of Fortune. Wow, this was a big deal because this was something that you really felt was real and you really felt was a life circle, a life cycle, even the way life was going to be. It's like you being an expert at this knowingness and then having to release it, having to let it go. I want to say this, what's coming up too is that this isn't the only time this has happened. This seems like it happened in a really big way. There are other situations that don't seem as heartfelt, but they seem as strong in the planning process, like plans that were made, maybe not heart plans. This seems like something that was really connected with the heart, but there are other plans that haven't come into fruition or changed at the last minute that were equally as perhaps baffling, because it just seemed like this is exactly the right way. This is what's happening. This is what's being planned for. This is what's been manifested. And then you're having to release it. I feel like that can be really upsetting initially. It can be devastating initially, but this is also some kind of great purge for manifesting something even bigger than what you thought was going to be there. That's what it feels like, Pisces. It feels like, yeah, you could manifest this, but then at the last minute, all of a sudden something switches because something bigger and more cohesive is coming in, and you're making room for that. Personality self does not like that type of change. Boy, I tell you what. But the higher self is like, okay, my personality self can totally handle this, so we're going to do it. So this feels like a lot of good changes and good necessary changes have to happen in order for this other big part to come in. Even this big picture, uncording and not grounding into something that seemed like something that you really wanted to ground into. It seemed like an amazing opportunity, an amazing gift being given to you by the universe, but there was something bigger. It was almost like smoke and mirrors. But your higher self took care of it. Your higher self was like, all right, we got to get you out of here. And it did. Wow. Bottom of the deck right now is the Tower. That was a blow you out of the water situation, is what it looks like, Pisces. Yeah, somebody's mask came off. You were alerted to the reality in a not so nice way, Pisces. Ugh, sometimes that's what it takes to see it, though. Otherwise, you'll see the good in everything. There is good in everything. But there's also other parts that are going on too that are still processing, and it feels like your energy was different than that energy, especially since I feel like this is you coming in as the Empress and somebody else is coming in as this King of Cups reversed, Pisces. That King of Cups reversed is like no gender in tarot, but this is like a man-child or an adult just always coming from their child self and needing and wanting control and trying to get that in a really manipulative way, a hurtful way. And ultimately that is a very draining, that's a very draining energy. What's up with that? Yeah. This is like that false wish, the wish that you were wishing for something, but you thought this was it. And it's like, be careful what you wish for. It wasn't your wish for real. It just took a little bit to figure it out. The messages were there, you didn't want to see them, but then when you did see them and the mask came off, it was a doozy. But you like let all of it go. You released it. You were on to this next thing that you wanted to ground into, something bigger, something better, something more solid, something more secure, something more inspiring. I want to look at this Knight of Cups reversed in the past. I feel like this is you taking energy out of, yeah, it's like looking to the past and recognizing that you're not pursuing the past any longer. So this is like the past in the past. I like that. I want to take a look at your open-heartedness here, Pisces. Ooh, yeah. Here's this King of Wands reversed. So this reversed king, that pattern is coming up. I feel like this is the same person. So even though this person was looking out for themselves, and there's this recognition of this not having reciprocity, this being a one-sided thing, your heart is still open. You haven't shut down. And in actuality, this person helped you see a lot of patterns, looks like from the mother wound. Yeah, there's a lot of healing that happened for you because of this person. And a lot of healing throughout your life that needed to happen that maybe wouldn't have even happened had you not encountered this. Had you not encountered this major thing that like really made it very clear what was happening and what was going on. It was almost unbelievable. That's what it feels like. And here you are going into your rest and recuperation. This is also closing down any energy gaps, any energy holes that may have been there. Yeah, this is from a past life situation too. So the connection here feels strong. It's from a past life. It's also that energy of recognition. So you recognize this person. There's a reason why there was attraction to this person, because something needed to be healed here. And it was. And it's full circle. This is also childhood things that needed to be wrapped up. And it looks like you did that. And this was the opportunity to do that. And you were able to do it. Let's look at this Knight of Pentacles in your advice, Pisces. And we've got the Queen of Wands reversed. So looking at this, here we have the King of Wands reversed and the Queen of Wands reversed. This is you moving out of that old energy. There's some energy that the two of you shared. It was matched and you moved out of it. I'm even hearing safe and sound, safely and soundly. You slowly, methodically worked through it and moved out of it. Any energy or any resentment that you were holding from childhood or from that past life, this is what you're moving out of. Let's take a look at one more. Yeah, here's your wish card. Oh, one more wants to come out too. Okay, wow. All right, here's the World reversed. It's like, my wish was to complete and tie up any loose ends, any unfinished business. That was my wish. And that is the wish that came true. So be careful what you wish for. Again, that's coming up, but it's like, no, don't be careful about it. It just means that what you wished for was a doozy. You got what you wished for. And it's like, you might not have even realized that that's what you were wishing for. You might have thought you were wishing for this fairy tale, but what you were wishing for is to close up that old cycle that was left unfinished and undone from the past. And you did that. All right, Pisces, let's take a look at your love situation here. Lay of the land was pretty intense. So what we're doing is we're looking at the situation. We've got the Nine of Cups, the Wish card again, the Three of Swords, the Five of Wands reversed, and the Queen of Pentacles. Here's your situation, Pisces. That be careful what you wish for. My wish was to heal my broken heart. Getting to this place where it's kind of easy and effortless. I feel like this broken heart comes from childhood and not particularly this situation or relationship. This situation or relationship just brought this particular heartbreak out for you. And I almost feel like you're saying, yeah, I'm an expert at this point. Like, I don't know, there's like this lightheartedness, like this sarcastic joking about it. But in actuality, this is really intense. It's really intense. Healing, it's really intense. Sadness, it's really intense. Going down deep to the, those deep layers of you to heal that heart. It even seems like in this life, your wish or your higher self, one of your soul lessons, that's like your agreement here is my wish is to heal my heart. And in order to heal my heart, I have to see where it's cracked. And in this life, you're definitely getting to see where your heart has been cracked. Now you're like, yeah, I can find that easily and effortlessly. I can find that. I know exactly where it is, but that's what you're becoming an expert at. This is also you becoming an expert at compassion and finding strength in that compassion, finding strength and understanding where the cracks are in the heart. And this is being able to nurture other people. This is also being able to trust yourself. Talk about red flags. But trusting yourself, even when you see red flags, having compassion for what someone else is going through, where they are in their process. But having compassion for that does not mean healing them. It means holding space for them possibly, but it doesn't mean losing your resources when you recognize somebody else's pain. All right, let's take a look at your energy, Pisces, around this situation. This wish that you had that broke your heart. I also feel like somebody who did this did so easily. Somebody broke your heart easily. But what they weren't expecting was for you to actually get strong because of it. I feel like they tried to break you. And here you have in your energy, the Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, the Tower. Geez, Pisces, you're not kidding. And here's the Two of Wands reversed. So you're like, it looks like somebody might have been juggling. Somebody could have put you in a third party situation or more than three, but it looks like you were being juggled and you were like, I'm not going to do that. That is not what I'm going to do. I'm not going to be part of that. And Pisces, this is the queen that has been lied to. And this is the queen that cuts people off when that happens. There's the Tower moment. I don't think you were expecting that. I don't think you were expecting to make that decision. And here's choosing one thing over another thing. This is the ending of a partnership. Whew, Pisces. Let's take a look at your person and their energy around this situation. Here they are, the Three of Wands. This is kind of strange, Pisces, because here this person is, I feel like that they knew what they were doing and it didn't hurt them to hurt you. And here they are going forward into the future, thinking that they might even pick it back up like it's been no big deal. This person is talking about justice. It's like they're saying they did what they had to do. And this person is also going through some sort of spiritual alchemy. I mean, this is definitely like some kind of spiritual transformation, but they're in the middle of it. They're still in this holding pattern, waiting mode, observing mode. They're not out of the woods. These are some major arcana here for them. So I feel like this is really acting or seeing things in a childlike perspective, especially from this deck. Dreaming Way Tarot reminds me of Mother Goose. I love it. But this looks like looking at things with rose-colored glasses for the future, especially given what has happened here. I feel like this person doesn't really realize the weight of their actions, and they don't take responsibility for how they treat other people. And I don't feel like this is just you, Pisces. I also feel like this is talking about somebody is receiving their karma. Somebody is getting their karma. And it's not a punishment. Talk about a soul lesson. It's how they're trying to see their spiritual lesson. It's like if they're not seeing their spiritual lesson, they're receiving their karma so that it's like right in front of their face so they can see it, but they're still not necessarily seeing it. But that's why their karma is coming. That's why things are happening in their life right now. Here's the sun, but it's reversed. So this is like halfway healing. This is like getting part of it, but not getting the whole illumination. So these are lots of major arcana for this person. It's like they're just starting to see their soul lesson, or they're just starting to engage in it. And this is like they're still stuck. They're still on hold. Let's take a look at the energy that both of you shared. And this is talk about being stuck and being on hold. But this is also in a place where it's like you're not budging. And boundaries. Holding on to boundaries, not budging, switching channels, looking elsewhere, being somewhere else, not being confined or tied to this any longer, nurturing something different. Yeah. And here's a Sagittarius card. But also, this is about not alchemizing this, not bringing it together. So we've got Sagittarius, we've got Scorpio, we've got Libra, Pisces, Leo. Okay, and let's take a look at a possible outcome. Here's the Star card. And I'm hearing someone say winning, winning. The Star card is all about wishes coming true. But this isn't just the wish card of 9 of Cups up here. Like I want to manifest on a 3D level. This is like the Star card, stars being aligned. This is like an activation happening for you this week or this month, Pisces. Possible outcome. Here's the 10 of Swords. I feel like this is you acknowledging something going down with this person. This doesn't mean that this hasn't happened to you, but I just don't feel like this is your path this month or this week, Pisces. This is you recognizing someone else's karma. Oh, wow. And here's the 5 of Swords, this betrayal. However this person hurt you, I feel like someone else is hurting them how they hurt you. And here's the Fool reverse. This is not my first rodeo. I again feel like this is the person that you're thinking of, or the person that you're dealing with. I feel like this person feels betrayed by more than one person. Let go or let down. And the thing is that that's because they're not taking responsibility for their own actions, and they're in the middle of trying to figure that out in their soul lesson. They just don't get it. And that's none of your never mind, Pisces. You can't make them get it. They'll get it when they're ready to see it. Okay. Let's take a look at energy you don't see coming for December, Pisces. great fortune, journey, unexpected income, and lovers. I want to say Kipper can be very straightforward. There are a couple of things I want to say here. I feel like Pisces, you very literally could be receiving great fortune and unexpected income somehow. I also feel like a lot of you are going on some kind of journey or trip, and it can very well be with a lover, with a friend, or with a partner. Energy that you don't see coming. There's something around this trip, even if you know that you're going on a trip, that is unexpected. There's also unexpected resources coming in. So I even want to say, even if you're expecting something, like if you're expecting a check or if you're expecting something, it's not what you're expecting. Well, unexpected. But energy that you don't see coming. And this lovers, I feel like there's going to be some kind of reuniting, resetting. I even want to say, this is a strange way to say it, but a re-understanding of love. And I feel like this is with someone that is not this person who is stuck. Let's take a look at what this person wants to say to you, Pisces. It was my fault, but I blamed you. Finding out the truth crushed me. I feel like that's you, Pisces. I lost myself for a little while. Oh, let's take a look at messages of love. What are your angels and guides going to tell you about this? It was my fault, but I blamed you. Finding out the truth crushed me. I lost myself for a little while. Different pages. You and this person don't share the same vision. I feel like this person is like that King of Cups reversed in the last spread. Very emotionally manipulative and coming from a young place. Just trying to get what they need or want emotionally without fully healing. Play hard, find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. I feel like this is already moving on to the next relationship. Protected, you are safe and divinely guided. If you're worried about this person's energy in your space, I feel like your guides are helping you with that. They're helping you to clear your space the way you need to. Let's look at your romance oracle, Pisces. Okay, 2 jumped out. Love yourself first. And true love. I feel like this true love is the love that's surfacing now for you. I also feel like there's new love of yourself that you are experiencing and feeling right now. The way you are honoring your worth is that self-love. Let's look at some moonology, Pisces. Your moonology. Communication is key. Your dreams need a practical plan. One more. You are good enough. Any kind of gaslighting that you were dealing with, that's what this is responding to right here. All right, Pisces. Let me know how this resonated. I'll be back in a few days with another energy check. Have a wonderful week.